Hello everyone and welcome to another Hallucies review. Today I am reviewing 10 Days in the USA. This is a game designed by Alan R. Moon and Aaron Weisblum. This is actually a series of games, part of a series of games that they published years ago, and it's been out of print for quite a while. I remember getting into board games really kind of back in 2008 timeframe, and I had heard about the 10 Days series of games. They have did a few other locations, and I never got around to playing it. And then, of course, it was out of print, and I really never got the chance or opportunity to play it. So I'd like to thank the Op Games for sending this newly revised or refreshed version, this reprint that just came out recently for this review. And this one has art by Gustav, and it is excellent production. So I've really enjoyed this. This is a great family game. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the components themselves. So as far as the rule book, this travel guide here is very excellently done. It has great images and examples, illustrations the entire way through. Just really, really solid rule book. Obviously the artwork, as you can see from the cover, they just nailed that. It's very, very beautiful, very well done. When you open the box, everything fits very nicely in the box itself. Then we have an insert here for cardboard insert that is going to keep everything just fits in here really well. We have these plastic trays, both these plastic trays for each person. There's day 1 through 5 and days 6 through 10. And so everyone's going to get a set of those. And the tray just easily comes out of the box as well for the draw and discard piles. The board itself, as you can see here, is very well done with the art on the cards as well as the board. You have iconic elements, or whether it's animals or certain crops or famous landmarks from the various locations across the USA. So very, very cool. There's some travel advisory locations that they call out and specifically mentioned in the rule book that are just kind of key reminders. The gameplay of this is very, very simple. Yeah, as far as kind of final statement of the components are excellent. The board is nice. The inserts are great. The cards are good. They're not like the super nice linen finish, but they are good quality cards. They are the smaller type of cards, so that is something to be aware of, but it does keep it more manageable on the table. As far as the gameplay goes, there's some really interesting elements to this. Number one, the game setup. The game setup is going to happen simultaneously. People are going to just be taking turns drawing cards one at a time from the deck and adding them to their 10-day journey. The goal of the game is to get a successful 10-day journey across the United States. You can do that by simply playing states that are next to each other. If I have Utah, I can then have Arizona next to that, and that would be an acceptable journey, right? I would not be able to play a Utah card with a Texas card directly across from that. But there's other travel cards that are going to help you with that, such as driving. I can take this van card, and that allows me to go through one state. So I could drive from, say, Colorado to Texas. They are not bordering. So I would have to use, and I could drive through either one is not that important at this time, but I could go Colorado, a car, Texas, right? Because I can go through one state, either New Mexico or Oklahoma, to get there. That's why this travel advisory is here. The Utah, it shares just a corner border with New Mexico. I would not be able to drive from Utah to Texas with that specific card. So we have those cards, and then there's plane cards, which allow you to fly across the states, right? So I have this here as an example of a successful use of the plane card, and I'm dropping the cards everywhere. We have this. The plane cards, you need to match colors, right? So I have this tan color. I am able to fly from Delaware here with this tan plane card to Kansas. And that allows me to travel great distance, right? And so once you finally get a successful trip, you reveal that and you confirm. You can lay it out here on the board. Everyone confirms that it meets all the rules and you win the game. So the other interesting element, besides the automatic, or not the automatic, but the simultaneous setup of drawing a card and trying to plan out cards based on cards coming out one at a time, is really kind of a unique element that I enjoy a lot. The other element is when you get into the gameplay. When you get into the gameplay, you are going to be drawing a card and discarding a card. You can draw a card from the face down pile or from the face up discard, any of the face up discards. And then you can discard that card, either the card that you drew or a card that you replace in your 10-day journey. A card that you replace into one of the discard piles. Considering maybe I want access to this later, so I don't want to add cards to that pile. I want to put it over here. Or I may notice that my opponent really needs that Rhode Island card, so I'm going to put a card over it to try to bury it. So there's some really kind of unique strategic gameplay as far as remembering what people have. These, again, are kept in front of each player where the other players will not be able to see their cards. So you will only see any of the cards that they are drawing from the discard. Gives you an idea of, oh, maybe they're in this location, or, oh, they just drew a red plane card. I don't want them to get any of the red states. Things like that. But yeah, that is 10 Days in the USA. It is a fun little family game. I really do enjoy it a lot. It's, I think, fantastic. It's been really fun because me and my family have done a lot of road tripping this summer. We've been in 5 states and seen 8 different national parks, and so it's a really, really fun game. I love that you get to learn the states a little better of where they're all located. But the gameplay is really simple. You draw a card, you play a card, and so it's very easy to pick up, but very enjoyable. It's not going to take, it's not like a mind-burning like game. It's one that you can play, have with your family, or play and have, discussions over, do things as you're playing. You can obviously make it a little more intense, but it's really a fun little game. I hope that it does well, because I think it would be cool to see some of the other versions and go across Europe and all these different locations. So, but I've really enjoyed my time with 10 Days in the USA. Looking forward to many more plays. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video review. If you have, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. We got a bunch more reviews coming your way. And thanks for watching. 10 Days in the USA. Fantastic family game. 2 thumbs up. That is how Lou sees it.